computers at school have a pretty wide range of different fonts you can use. But if there's a specific look that you're going for or a theme that you want to create text in, you can very easily download a font and utilize it. So there's tons of different websites online where you can download free fonts. One of my favorites is dafont.com, so DAFONT.com. And what's nice about this website is that they have a huge range of categories for your fonts. So depending on what it is you're going for, you can easily find it. So let's say that I'm going for kind of a very Western cowboy type of font. So I just click on that, and then it'll just list all of the fonts. And there's hundreds and hundreds of font options. What's good about this website is you can type in the text you want. So let's say I'm doing a poster for Rolling Meadows High School in a Western themed font because we're the Mustangs and the West had horses, so why not? With my searches, I typically like to have it at showing 100 fonts at a time, just so there's a lot less clicking on my part. So here I can see what my text would look like previewed in each of the fonts. Okay, so tons and tons of options. Okay, so you can kind of rotate throughout them, go through all the pages. And then once you find a font you like, so let's say, we'll go with this font, Medicine Show Caps, why not? So I'm just going to click the download button, okay, and then your font will download. It typically will download in a zip file, and depending on where you have your location set, your file might end up in your downloads folder. I have it set so that all my downloads go on my desktop just so it's easier for me to find. So here is my zip file. So I'm just going to double click on it. It'll unzip, and then you can see that there's a new folder that pops up with all of my files. So when I open that up, you should find a file that's .ttf. So that's kind of your font file. So you'll double click on that, and then a screen will pop up that shows the alphabet numbers, kind of the range that the font has. And at the bottom, there's a button that says Install Font. All you do is click Install Font. It's going to validate the font and then install it for you. So it's really quick, really easy to do. So I would kind of, as a pre-planner, write down the names of the fonts that you've downloaded so that way you know which ones to look for later on in Photoshop. When you're downloading fonts, the fonts stay on the computer that you are at. They don't travel with you. So if you download a bunch of fonts at one computer, then you have to go back to that same computer next time in order to use the font. See, another tip with downloading fonts is that new fonts that are downloaded and installed, they most likely will not automatically pop up in a program that's already been opened. So if you already have Photoshop open, if you have Word or PowerPoint open, they're not just going to magically appear. You'll have to exit the program and then restart it. So that way that font goes into the roster of all the fonts that are there.